What's up, folks? It's Slider Dan here, and today we're actually at Vidsummit, and I met somebody who is like a pro snowboarder. I think she's done skateboarding and stuff like that. Never on the Onewheel. I think it's going to be very interesting, her trying out the Onewheel for the first time. So yeah, let's get right into it. All right, so this here is Jenise.
Hey everyone.
So yeah, tell me about yourself. Like, what do you do?
I'm a professional snowboarder, which means I travel around the world snowboarding, and I compete internationally in high-level competitions and create content along the way.
Awesome. Okay, so Jenise, what do you think is like? What's your expectation on the one? What do you think it's gonna be like?
Well, from what I've seen of other people riding them, it looks easy to me. But everyone that I've seen ride them has probably a lot more experience riding them, and that's why it looks easy.
Yeah.
So it might not be as easy as it looks, but
okay,
we'll find out.
Well, we'll find out. Cool. So there's the Onewheel XR, and so yeah, there it is. There it is. So there's two sensors here, and in order to activate the Onewheel, like both of these sensors have to be activated. So I'm gonna have my hand on here. You see how it's going, and then I'm gonna release it, and it stops. So the way you stop the Onewheel, you have to be going less than 1 mile per hour, and you lift your heel on the foot.
Okay.
To deactivate one of the sensors. Okay. And if you're ever like too wobbly or whatever, and you want to bail out, you just jump off with both feet, and you'll be fine. Now, important, jump off with both feet, not 1 feet, because if you do 1 feet, you're gonna do the splits, and it's not gonna be a fun time. So just jump off with both feet, when in doubt, and you'll be fine. You're gonna be safe.
I'm ready.
Okay, all right. Are you a regular or goofy rider?
I'm regular. Do I step on to the back foot first?
Yes. So you're gonna step on the back foot first,
God.
and then the front foot's gonna go, and you just gotta commit. Don't try to balance it. It's gonna balance you.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Now it's on, and the motor is balancing you. So you just lean to one position to move. So in case if you're so you got.
I'm out.
And then lean back to stop. There you go. She's got it. Oh.
I started to tip backwards. Okay. Here we go. Getting up. Switch.
Oh, she's riding switch now.
Hey.
Wow.
Woo. All right, I'm just gonna like chill. Just zenning out. Another way.
Yep.
It seems fairly intuitive.
Okay, that's awesome. How does it compare to snowboarding?
Actually, it seems pretty similar to snowboarding. On a snowboard, when I put pressure onto my toes, I make a toe side turn.
Yeah.
And when I put pressure on my heels, I make a heel side turn. The only difference is that with a snowboard, I'm not controlling my forward movement by leaning.
Right.
I'm just standing balanced and going from my toes to my heels. It's like when I get too far on the edge, it doesn't stabilize that way, so that's a little bit.
The thing that's also different too, the ride stance position is very different. Here, there's a car coming. So ride stance position is kind of unique on this thing because the motor is already like balancing you. So if you actually have it closer to the wheels, you can turn a lot easier.
Oh, okay, I'm moving in.
Onewheels look good on everybody.
I want to do a more aggressive turn, but I'm afraid if I turn harder, I'm just gonna tip.
So there is a point where it does tip, but it can carve much stronger than that. So you just kind of have to play around with the balance a little bit and see how far you can push it.
I feel like this is so easy. I feel like I'm like a little bit shaky because my muscles are still trying to balance themselves.
All right. So she's already getting the turns down. Oh, okay. All right.
Come back your way. Coming in switch.
Whoa.
how do I stop if I'm going faster?
So you gotta lean the opposite direction.
Okay, alright.
Don't go too fast to the point where you're uncomfortable.
I'm getting a runway. Here we go.
Just go to a comfortable speed and try not to push it too fast.
Wow,
right.
I'm going fast.
Ease in.
Oh,
Ease.
I'm going fast. Woo! I bet I could go faster, but that was a little bit scary.
The way you want to accelerate too is you want to push the board with your knees and not your weight. You don't want to shift your weight forward because that's going to put extra strain on the motors.
Like that?
Yeah.
Oh, it balanced itself.
Yep.
I thought I was going to go down.
You got it.
All right. Are you getting one?
She's a natural.
Definitely better than any of us were in Chicago.
Yeah. Audrey was killing it though.
Audrey's pretty good.
Yeah. Hold on, let me see if I can put a clip of Audrey in there right now.
All right, just met Audrey. She's already on my one wheel. Bye. I think it's official. She's gonna buy. She's stealing my one wheel. So.
All right, cool.
We're going to test the boundaries of where the balance
Yeah,
happens.
go for it.
I'm sorry.
You're good. No, it's built like a tank, so it can handle a lot of use. All right, cool. So you tried out the one wheel. What do you think?
I think that the idea of it is maybe a little bit daunting when you first do it, but after a couple minutes, it's easy to get pretty comfortable. And so I think spending a few hours or a few days on it would bring you up to a level where you're confident to go fast and cruise around. And yeah, easy to progress on, I think.
So what was your most intuitive part from snowboarding transferring over to the one wheel?
I think just being comfortable moving sideways. I'm already used to leading down a mountain towards my left, and so for me to travel in a sideways motion is normal.
Yeah.
And so that was easy to feel comfortable, at least with the idea of doing that.
And a lot of people struggle with turning. What was it like first trying to turn?
Turning was, I think, translated from snowboarding as well, because with snowboarding, when I put pressure on my toes, I turn to the right, and when I put pressure on my heels, I turn to the left. And so it was the same thing with this, although I didn't feel like I could turn as hard as I can on a snowboard.
Right.
But the general idea of it was pretty comfortable.
Cool. So I'm really surprised because I guess I'm not surprised because she learned it really quick. Out of everyone who I let try the one wheel, she learned it the quickest, which, of course, I'm not surprised because of the prior experience, but definitely that was an interesting thing to find out how she would do. And so, yeah, thank you.
Yeah, sweet.
Right.
Thank you, that was fun. Fun stuff.
And what's your YouTube channel called?
My YouTube channel is my name, Jenise Spiteri.
Okay, cool. So I'll put it down in the links in the description below, so go ahead and check it out, guys.
Check it out. Watch me snowboard. Woo!
She's not getting off that thing.